Good evening and welcome to this presentation of Healing the Soul of the World. You and I, each of us, we are the earth. We're not just critters scurrying about the surface of the earth. We are the very earth herself. We are one and the same. And so if we seek to heal ourselves, we must heal this earth. And if we seek to, in our spiritual service, heal this earth, we must first heal ourselves. We are one and the same. This evening's exploration is regarding that relationship of earth and self through the vehicle of the soul. Our personal soul and the soul of the world. Our soul is comprised of the life force charge that we hold within our living framework. And our soul resonates with thoughts, feelings, experiences, memories of our life. And even of our lives. Is the medium through which our spirit sings its song into expression. You might view this as a balloon taken fresh out of the package, laid on the table in front of you. You lean over it and go, that balloon's just going to lay there flat. Nothing at all is going to happen. But if you blow that balloon up, taut, and go, oh, that balloon will go, oh. It will continue to resonate for quite some time. Sound requires a medium to be transmitted through, whether it's air or physical matter, water. Sound cannot travel through a vacuum. It requires the presence of a medium to resonate through in order for it to be heard. In much the same manner, spirit is frequency and requires a medium, soul, for it to resound through that it may be expressed into the world. And so if our personal soul is highly charged with life force and vitality, then the song of our spirit sings clearly, dynamically, in expression in our lives. But if our soul force is diminished and weakened, then the song of our spirit doesn't have much to resound through. It's kind of feeble and not very expressive. So it behooves us to clear out our soul of the obstructions, the obstacles and impediments that are taking up space, that otherwise the spirit could resound through the soul force that would be in its place. So we have to clear the soul in order to make room for more life force charge, vital charge, so that our spirit can sing sweetly and clearly through our life and into the world. I'm going to express through metaphor here a bit of a story regarding this relationship of our own soul and that of the soul of the world. Imagine, if you will, a 19-year-old boy. He's finally left his folks' home and has got his own apartment for the first time. No longer does he have to put up with, clean up after yourself. You've got your socks, stuffed in the crack of the couch. We have guests coming over. Come on, son, take out the garbage occasionally. Clean up your room. It kind of smells in there. He doesn't have to deal with that anymore. He's got his own place. He can do what he wants. And consequently, his apartment's probably going to be kind of on the funky side. But he's fine with it. It's okay. So he's laying there one day on the couch. The phone rings. Picks up. Yeah, hello. Oh, hey. This is Betty. I met you the other night at the club. You said to call if I was in the area. So I thought I'd run upstairs and say hello. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, come right on up. Click. Hangs up. He looks around and goes, whoom! Everything goes into the closet. All the half-eaten pizza crust and the empty bottles of beer and the dangling socks off the lampshade. Everything goes into the closet. So that when this lady gets up there, it's kind of tidy. So they have a nice visit and they make arrangements to meet again later that evening. All is well. The week goes on. The weekend comes. His buddies are over. They're watching football. They're eating pizza, drinking beer, smoking. They're having a good time. Night wears on. His buddies straggle home, and this young guy is again laying there on the couch, passed out into a deep sleep. Pretty early the next day, about 2 p.m, phone rings again. Picks up. Oh, yeah. Says, hey, son, your mom and I are close by at the gas station around the corner. We'll come on up. Oh, yeah, great, Dad, yeah. Oh, come on up. Be good to see you. Click. He looks around, and again, everything goes into that closet. The half-eaten pizza crust, the beer has been spilled into, and the cigarette butt's been put out into, and the trash laying around. Everything is picked up and shoved off into that closet so that his place is neat and tidy for his folks when they get there. And they arrive, and they have a great visit, they love each other dearly, and all of that, and they go on their way. Well, after a while of this, that closet's going to get kind of filled up with old dirty socks and those pizza crusts and whatever else may have been laying around that gets stuffed away into there. We do the very same thing with our own soul. We stuff away into the dark nooks and crannies of our soul. We refer to that as the underworld soul, the dark soul, because the light of consciousness doesn't shine into it. We stuff away into that dark soul our tears and our fears, our aggravations, our petty annoyances, our grievances, our old traumas, our fears and anxieties, those things that we don't know how to deal with or haven't found a way to contend with, or we're just too insignificant in the moment to even bother with, we sweep them away into that dark closet of the soul. And after a while, that gets filled up pretty well. To the point that when we open that closet door, we go, ooh, nasty in there. Don't want to go there at all. Well, we, collectively as cultures, do the exact same thing. Into the collective soul of humanity, we stuff away the depredations against our minorities, the oppression of those who are not like us, the aggressiveness, the acts of resource stealing and such that we've perpetrated war for against our neighbors. All of those kinds of things. And we stuff them way into that closet because we're good people. We're a righteous people. We're clean. So out of sight and out of mind. And then, as cultures, we appoint individuals, groups of individuals, to take care of that dark closet of the collective soul of humanity. They might be priests or guardians of the deep, or whatever you wish to call them. And on the appointed days of the year, those individuals, they open that door and the reek comes out and they go, hey, wham! Slam that door closed. Nothing has truly been done about it. They've just prevented it from spilling back into the life and expression of our culture. And it's not just our culture, it's the many, many cultures of the world. We're all culpable of this. And after even further time has gone by, those guardians of the gate open it up and they slam it closed again. It's bad in there. Therein dwells evil. So now an association has been made of this dark realm of our own collective soul as being the place that harbors or generates evil. What is the nature of that underworld soul? That dark and hidden place within ourselves. Its very essence is the feminine. That is our feminine soul. It is the dark, fecund, rich, powerful, laden with the potential of creativity place of our soul, individually and collectively. And yet we, individually and collectively, have stuffed away anger and fear and violence and self-denial into that very feminine soul of our very being. And so then there is the association of that vileness with the feminine, and by extrapolation, therefore, with women. And this is the source point, the origins of the misogyny that runs rife through our own individual lives, through our cultures, throughout humanity. It is the denial and the pushing away of personal culpability and responsibility to contend with what we have shunted off into the dark, deep, feminine realms of our soul, individually and collectively. And so if we seek to heal our own soul of the clutter, of the denial, of the addictions, of the fears, of the anxieties that we have stuffed away within it, we must open that door and go therein and bring about a healing from there, from within the soul. It can't be done out here in the conscious world. That just by recognizing, oh yes, I have fear within myself, okay, that's going to take care of it, I acknowledge it. No. We have to sink deep into the midst of it and experience it. experience it from the place of spirit. Spirit knows isness. Spirit experiences isness. It's the conscious mind that analyzes, judges, and reacts to it. Spirit experiences what is. So as we engage upon a spiritual journey into that realm of the soul, and we experience the isness of what is harboring there within, our spirit doesn't react to it, doesn't judge it. It experiences what it is, and spirit embraces. Spirit embraces. And it's in that embrace that the healing begins. And so, if we seek to heal our own soul, that which we have sullied within our own soul is not held just within our personal soul. It contributes to the sulliedness of the soul of the world, the collective soul of humanity. And so, if we seek to heal ourselves, we must heal the soul of the world. So we must engage that deep, dark, collective soul of humanity as well. Shamanically, we do this through particular types of journeys, utilizing the drum. And our shamanic journeys, they are directed journeys. They're not guided imageries. Guided imagery takes you through the realms of the mind, the subconscious mind, and it's very valuable and helpful. But the mind is not the soul. And so a guided imagery will never allow you into the realm of the soul. For in order to step into the realm of the soul, we must go with awareness engaged. Because awareness is the faculty of perception of spirit. And again, awareness, spirit, knows only isness and experiences embrace of that which it is. So in our journeys, directions are given. Portals are opened. The individuals may step forth into that realm of their soul and begin the embrace and purification of that which is found within. That ceremony I will be conducting this coming Sunday, April 2nd, 3 p.m. Pacific time. It'll be about an hour long, and it will be taking place much in this same manner. That is, online through a video conference. It won't be directly on Facebook, but it will be a video conference. And I invite you all to follow the link beneath this video, and that will take you to the page on my website that gives some more information on the ceremony itself and how to register and such. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments to this video, and I will do my best to respond to those in a timely and appropriate manner. So thank you for sharing your time with me here today in addressing this topic of healing the soul of the world. Thank you.